Hi, my name's Dee and welcome to Sunchild Tarot. Now this is a general reading for those born in the year of the dog. So being a general reading rules apply. You know, timing's not absolute, roles can be reversed if someone else turns up in this reading. Which is an interesting one that I can't quite identify now, and you'll find out why in a moment. Now, all the details about the reading are in the description below. There's also a link to the Facebook page for this channel, which has its own inbox if you want to contact me for a personal reading. I'm trying to desperately get all these done so I can start my new moon readings, as the new moon is tomorrow. But I have to say that the Chinese Zodiac readings this time have been fascinating, absolutely fascinating, with all the various forces that seem to be in play for this next season. I'm not promising that they're going to be monthly, because I thought they was going to be monthly, and as you can tell, I'm halfway through the next month before I've managed to get to do them. So they will turn up when they turn up. So the duration of this reading is from whenever you find it to whenever you see another one. But so far, the pattern of these readings has been not so much this is what's coming, but when this happens, you can go, ah, yes, I've been told about this. I know how to proceed now. That's the vibe that I'm getting from the spread that has been presented to me to use. So, with no further ado, let me bring up the cards. Now, it's a double-edged reading, this one. We start with a phenomenal new beginning that's divinely inspired. We have the wisdom of the star. It's almost like there's a wish come true. The Ace of Pentacles is a real practical new beginning. But we also have retreat, hexagram number 33. We've got embracing the future, positive. I step into the future with an open heart. But mountain, showing a massive amount of work that has yet to come across for you. We have increase, which again bodes really well. But we have you overworked and exhausted right here in the middle of the reading, where it's almost like support that you was expecting is wandering away. Now, that support might be something that you're not all that bothered about. Where I say this reading is double-edged is this new beginning of yours. Yes, it appears like wish fulfillment. Yes, there could be an element of, get my teeth in, element of divine inspiration with it. Those are not necessarily the same thing. But I feel that if you are striking out on your own and not being beholden to somebody else, then this is a good reading for you. If you are striking out under the authority, under the, no, I don't want to say mentorship or guidance, because that's not the right, but say it's a new job and there's a new employer. Not so much. The job might be a dream come true, but by heck are they going to work you hard, and then you're going to wonder what on earth it is that you've signed yourself up for by the time you get to the end of it. We have, whichever path you take, you've got to be strategic here. And I really must urge the path towards independence here. Now, where did I actually see this? To a point here, and also to a point with this 3 to the 4 of coins. And now I've recovered from a little software crash. Yes, this 3 to the 4 of coins is indicative of being a slave to a system. And with the being clarified here by the Lovers card, it's a choice that you can make or not make. So if you are creating a system for yourself, don't make yourself its own slave. But there is that influence of an employer or somebody trying to call the shots, and you will be in a far better position if you are the one calling the shots, because your efforts can be watched over by angels, as the Lover's card is, but angels will always respect your free will and they'll let you do what you want. They neither approve nor disapprove. They will let you do what you want. So I hear this support that I said I saw leaving you. It could well be that you turn round and go, no, I'm going to do this on my own. Thank you. Because this new beginning needs to be a strategic effort on your part, looking for your independence, looking for your forward motion, getting the information through. Three of Swords here. So there's an element of, possibly an element of pain and heartbreak here, but I'm more seeing that as forward motion through information, especially with that Knave of Wands right in the middle. Because here we have you working towards something that you are seriously nurturing and gaining the confidence of others to move on to a new place and a new area. So again, there's that gaining the confidence. So if it's a new job, for example, you are gaining the confidence of a new employer. You could end up having too much confidence in you at this rate. I would say that it would be better to gain the confidence of people who you require to support you, but you remain the person in charge. We've got Seven of Swords at the top and the bottom. And this reverse Queen of Swords is telling me that there is a risk of something that you are not cutting out. That's how I saw it. And that was before I noticed on the bottom of this deck, well, so it was when I was laying the cards, obviously. So before I saw the bottom of the deck, which is the Devil, where you are choosing to be tied to something. Because there's been enough conflict recently. Now, you may have been put onto some good lead for a new job or a new way of going to a new place, but you've got to make sure that you're going to a new place does not leave you beholden to anybody. With Retreat, hexagram 33, where is it? Heaven above and mountain below. And again, we've got that mountain card here, which shows that there's a lot of work headed for your way, one way or another anyway. But you should be climbing the mountain that you choose to get that increase, to get that whole embracing the future. And I noticed that the title of the verse of the Tao Te Ching that we have here is verse 72, to keep the power in awe. Now, that is making me think that to keep the power in awe is best when you are the one using that power, not under somebody else's power. But especially, and I'll tell you why. Hexagram 33, the enemy has the advantage under the present circumstances. A retreat is the wisest course, but for future success it must be well considered. The mountain provides shelter and the perspective that comes from rising above the situation. From this vantage point, the next battles can be calmly planned. So it's called, it says it's a judicious retreat. So this really does feel to me like you saying to the world, no, I'll do it myself. I'm not going to do it under the auspices of somebody else. I'm not going to be obeying their commands or earning them money where I'm not earning the money. You know, it does feel very work oriented, this, to be quite honest. And I do feel that considering the nature of your year, you know, the year of the dog, that there is a loyalty that you maybe need to look at that does not really need to be there. You know, it's been there and it was valid when it was, but now's the time to branch out on your own. And it's weird. This is what I'm getting from the combination of the cards. I couldn't tell you which particular card it's coming from, apart from that there is this dichotomy. That if you are under somebody else's power, it will end badly, as in exhaustion, You know, as in the nearly there but falling asleep before you get there, before you finish. But this is something that you care about, and this is something that you've nurtured and worked on. And we have this Embracing the Future and Increase card, which is telling me that there's good to be had out of this situation. So this is where I'm feeling, under someone else's power and authority, you're barking up the wrong tree. Doing it yourself, under your own steam, with the assistance of friends and benefactors, you are winning people's confidences. And look at this Queen of Wands. Well, Queen to the King of Wands in between tarot. She is studying very, very carefully the model of the building. Almost like an architect, or almost like someone who wants to open a shopping centre. If you've ever been to one of them public presentations, i.e. not the planning permission meeting, but the prior to the planning permission meeting, where the company wants to show the public, this is what we're going to do here, and makes one of them scale models. That feels like one of those scale models, something that is waiting to be built. It's there in miniature, and it just you need to make it into the real big thing. If you're doing it under your own steam with allies, all the better. If you're doing it for somebody, not so much. Let's read this verse. To keep the power in awe. When people lack a sense of awe, then disaster will descend upon them. Do not narrow the living space of the mind. Do not reject the inherent character. Because one does not reject, one will not be rejected. That is why the sage knows himself but does not flaunt himself. He loves himself but does not value himself. Therefore he discards one and takes the other. So either way, with that mountain card and this 8 to the 9 of Wands, there's work coming your way. But I do think that the power that you need to keep in awe is your own power, and not that of somebody else. And your new beginning, as it's promised, all right, hold back a little. Maybe don't go full steam ahead just yet, because when all said and done, you've just come from a time of conflict. You are looking to get to new pastures new. And surging ahead right now without a huge element of strategy, both Seven of Swords, might not be the wisest course. You will need to check your motivations with this devil, check your loyalties. You know, that I am not saying be disloyal to someone. To say to someone who you have been loyal to, right, I'm going to strike out on my own now, that is not being disloyal to the original person. That is saying, right, I'm going to strike out on my own now. Thank you very much. You know, it's not like you're putting the boot in or anything. But there is some pain. I mean, so if you are saying goodbye to somebody who has tried to put you in their power, there is some pain here, but you are in a time of moving away. We've got the Chariot here, Six of Swords here, both important motion cards. And the 8 to the 9 of Wands, well, the 8 indicates all of that motion that's been going on. So, yeah, strike out on your own with allies. Okay, so if this means anything to you, dog, that was short and sweet. Oh no, it's the second part of the video, isn't it? If this means anything to you, dog, then comment down below. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber, so please like, share and subscribe. But in the meantime, stay tuned for something coming out for the new moon. I don't know whether it will be all 12 Zodiac readings, but something will come out. All right? Cheers. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber, so please like, share and subscribe. But in the meantime, stay tuned for something coming out for the new moon. I don't know whether it will be all 12 Zodiac readings, but something will come out. All right? Cheers.